I recently got to visit Feldkamps West out there in Mahomet and chat with a co-owner on her own journey with breast cancer,
as well as how they are using their business to bring awareness to breast cancer and early detection. Take a look.
Gabby, let's just start with your journey of breast cancer and where that began for you.
So it was the fall of 2018, routine doctor visit kind of thing, and take some time, some testing, biopsies, all that kind of stuff. And so finally it was November 10th that I got the call, and they said that I had breast cancer. So obviously we all were kind of taken aback by that because we thought it was going to be nothing, and I was, you know, in my mid-40s, no family history, anything like that. So then actually that next week we started the process. We got a nurse navigator. Carl was fantastic, and my daughter and my husband and all of us, we went in and they help you through the process. At that time we were looking at buying Feldkamps West, and so I had surgery in December. And so we actually had to put off the closing for Feldkamps West until January after I had the surgery. And we were kind of like, do we want to do this? Is this a good time or not? And so we went ahead and we did it, and I'm glad that we did. And then I spent the next year going through reconstruction and you know, getting back on my feet again.
What does the day-to-day of living with breast cancer look like?
You know, I have said this to many people. I think the hardest thing for me was telling everyone when I got the call. I had to call my daughter at work and tell her. And then it was the day-to-day of telling people it's okay. You know, like my family, my husband, my daughter, and they're all looking at you very scared. And I've always been the person to say it's going to be okay, everything's going to be all right. So I was constantly reassuring them that it was all going to be okay, when inside I was scared. And it was very painful to watch them be so scared. And actually the morning of my surgery, everybody was there, my aunt, my cousin, my husband, my daughter, you know, the whole family was there, and everybody's kind of teary-eyed and going out of the room, and I was like, okay, you guys, and I was just smiling. And then as soon as they all left, I just started bawling. And the nurse was like, are you okay? And I said, I am. I said, I just didn't want to cry in front of all of them because they are all scared. So I think that the most important thing is it affects the whole family, all of your friends, your family. There's so many appointments. And if you're a person that's trying to reassure everyone else and you have your own fears, I think that was the biggest struggle for me, is just trying to make sure everybody else was okay and that there was a plan.
And the constant reassurances that you were giving, did you ever start to believe those reassurances for yourself?
Yeah, I did eventually. In the beginning, no, I didn't. But then as I started to learn more about breast cancer and that early detection makes a huge difference, and mine was detected very early on. I was very lucky. And also finding out that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer, even with no family history, no genetic, I mean, that was shocking to me because I literally had no idea that it was so prevalent. So eventually, as I started learning more, yes, then I was feeling very positive and very hopeful, and felt very reassured myself. I'm very passionate about sharing with people about making sure that you go to the doctor, because early detection makes a huge difference with breast cancer. And I've been online and part of support groups online, and it's amazing to me the outcomes for people who went early and who have, you know, done their mammograms when they should, and followed up with their physicians and did what they were supposed to do.
What got you through the moments that you were scared too? Your family was scared, you were scared. What got you through those moments?
When I was truly scared and I thought maybe this was, you know, the end of the road for me or whatever, actually Tim and I had talked about it, and to make sure certain things were in order. And I just, I felt very blessed that I had lived a good life and I've had a lot of opportunities that a lot of people haven't had. And I actually even told him, I said, if this doesn't work out in our favor, I said, I just want everybody to know that I had a very good life and I've been very blessed and I'm very grateful. And if this is the end of the road, then this is the end of the road. It's just way earlier than I want it to be, you know. So I would say reach out for support from other people. There's a lot of great resources. So if someone was first diagnosed, I would say look into your resources, educate yourself, and there's lots of hope, lots of hope.
We'll hear again from Kathy in just a bit with more of her story.
And how her journey has even influenced their logo.
Yeah, it's
so
super
cool.
cool.